was getting undressed right next to my bed and making a big deal out of it. Victim blame. And then he said, if you want to get dressed, don't stay on the shop floor and act that way. What do you think to that as a statement?
Well, I can't really defend it, but part of me wants to.
The shop floor. That That is absolutely disgusting. And then he was going, oh, maybe you should have separate bedrooms for the boys and the girls. Did they used to have separate bedrooms for the boys and the girls?
No, I think they have done.
I feel like they used to have 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, they have done, but not for that reason.
B-block and all that stuff.
Yeah.
With Darnell and stuff. So then,
yeah.
Yeah, so then Winston runs back into the house going, goes up to like Thicky McThick and friends and says, have I ever groped you? Have I ever made you feel uncomfortable? And then Hollyoaks goes, oh, if someone said something about you, then that's really bad. They're putting you at risk. Victim blame. No wonder you got chucked off Hollyoaks, you drunk old slag.
No, that's rude.
That
but
rude.
She was thrown off
I apologise.
Hollyoaks for being a drunk. Is that true? Yes or no?
Apparently.
Right.
And ripping up that picture of the Pope.
But with Sinead O'Connor, who would expect anything different?
Yeah, exactly. Also, why do you fancy this Stephanie off Hollyoaks?
She's good looking. She's good looking.
Listeners, James fancies that Stephanie off Hollyoaks.
Hollyoaks.
Shall I dump him or not? I'm disgusted. I'm going to start fancying Scotty T in protest.
He's like a dog. He's got the personality of a dog, hasn't
he? A dog is more intelligent than him.
Right.
Anyway.
He's loyal.
So then, hold on. Oh, yeah, we've done that. Oh, so then we had Winegate.
I don't even know about this.
How many times have we seen Winegate in Big Brother? Remember they did it in... Actually, it was Jeremy and Big Brother US who stole the wine. With, I can't remember. Oh, Aaron the racist and all those motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, in this case, it was all the Thicky group stole and drank the wine.
No, hang on. Nancy Delolio had her own stash of wine.
She was saving it for dinner, apparently.
It was probably like a Chateau de Piaf 1992 or what have you. But they nicked it and drunk it.
How come she didn't get in trouble for hiding the wine, like when Alicia Duval hid those bananas?
It's all in the contract.
It's one rule for one. Oh, yeah, I've got it arranged. When she said she had 4 suitcases and everyone else only had 2, she said, yeah, I've got it arranged. I want to know what these people have got in their contracts. That should be on the website.
Well, good luck with that.
So then... Yeah, Megan didn't mean to steal the wine in a bad way.
Oh, right. What way did she mean to do it?
And then Christian, i.e. John Partridge, was getting all involved. And Gemma was getting all involved. Who's the biggest mixer, Christian or Gemma?
That is really hard to call because they're both get involved with situations that have nothing to do with them. I'd say GC, but it's so close.
It is close. And then that Stephanie jumped in and she's going, oh, you're patronising Megan. Well, it wouldn't be hard to patronise Megan. She can't even speak English, a thick bitch.
But then, Nancy Delolio, who did she call childish?
No, Megan. No, Stephanie. I think she got annoyed because Stephanie jumped in.
Now, surely, if after someone called you childish and you had a big tear-up with them, and then quite shortly afterwards you were presented with the opportunity to evict them, you would take it? You'd take it with both hands, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it was a sheep vote, wasn't it?
Well...
Yeah. So then, finally we come on to basically the big shitstir task where they had to settle them. They
stitched up Winston.
Yeah. They stitched up everyone, basically. I don't think you noticed it, but they said Scotty said he slept with 400 women, and he went... I don't just think it, I know it.
No, I saw that.
No, but then he said actually it was nearer 1,000 women, and Jonathan said, you barbarian, to him, which I thought was funny. So Jonathan had to read out all the questions because he's the only person who can read.
Is that true?
I think so.
It could be.
And then, but mind you, at least the others can cook. And then, who was spending $2,000 a week on coke?
$2,000?
$2,000.
Well, it's got to be someone low level, someone that works in the theatre. Darren Day, I would assume.
How much was Daniela spending a week on coke?
Well, at least 5 or 6 grand.
I reckon more like 10 grand. She looked at Darren Day like pityingly then. She was like, you lightweight.
This whole how much a week thing. I remember when it first started with Simon Gregson from Coronation Street.
Who's that?
Steve McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
And he was on a £500 a week habit.
That's nothing.
That was about 10 years ago.
Fucking hell, you do more than that. I'm just joking. And then, and Dev at Coronation Street was doing crack in the back of the cab. Oh no, it was...
That's Craig Charles.
Oh, racist. Actually, you said something racist this week, so...
Yep, what?
You got confused with the presenter of The Voice.
Oh, right, okay,
Never mind, it's perfectly understandable. We're not racist or homophobic. We're just an English man and woman living in Britain, and we haven't even got a national anthem.
No.
So then, oh fuck. David Guest had oral sex with a schoolgirl in the toilet.
Right.
Let's gloss over that quickly.
Okay.
Someone had a threesome on their wedding day.
Mm.
It was Angie with David Bowie and
Mick Jagger.
Was it Mick Jagger?
Don't know. It could be though.
Well,
it's possible.
So then someone said adoption by gay couples is child abuse, and Winston said, "Hell yeah, man!" I said that. That's not the way to go.
No, isn't that cheating anyway? You're telling people the answer.
Yeah, that task did seem to have flexible rules.
Mm.
So then we had this whole blow up. Do you want to comment on this?
What about?
You think it's unfair that outside things are brought into the house?
No, I don't think it's unfair.
Right.
I just think it's unfair that they dropped that on Winston on that particular day when he was already on the block. It completely screwed him.
But he said it though.
So, at least like if you're gonna drop that bomb, at least give someone a few days to try and like win people round or do something. But they just completely screwed him right before the eviction.
Look. He had that VT saying backs against the wall and all that sort of stuff.
Sorry.
So it was obvious they knew what they were getting from him from the start.
Yeah.
So they set him up from the start, but they didn't put words in his mouth. Those are his words.
But this is what I don't agree with. In his own VT that Channel 5 was sitting on for ages, he said backs to the wall or bunghole or whatever. And if they said, he said something like really homophobic in the house, we're going to throw him out, or he's early boot, what have you, I'll be fine. But they knew beforehand that's exactly what he was like, and then they laid it out and then just booted him. I think it's quite cruel.
Yeah, boo-hoo. I feel really, really sorry for him.
Yeah.
So Winston said it was Christophobia. I think that's fear of Christopher Maloney.
Mm.
And then, hold on. They should have played his VT into the house at that point. That would have been good. So then, anyway, he said the press twist these things. You know, he didn't mean it and all that sort of stuff.
I think he pretty much owned what he said, though.
What do you think about the way Christian dealt with that situation?
I'd say it was high-handed at the very least.
He was like, give him his suitcase back. I don't want to bully him. He is gaming. Even my mum said to me on the phone, do you think Christian is a gamer? I was like, if my mum can see it, anyone can see it. He is gaming hard. So then we found out that Angie had spent 45 years fighting for gay rights alongside Janice Dickinson and Michelle Visage.
So, has she door knocked?
Well, we didn't say that, but...
That is the benchmark.
But then she called Winston a mincing straight arsehole.
Right.
Is that a legitimate insult? Mincing? Isn't that homophobic?
No.
Yes, it is.
Anyone can mince.
Like who?
Anyone.
No, that is dodgy. So then we found out that Christina was safe, which you were really surprised about.
Honestly, I was so shocked.
You hate her.
I do hate her.
Why? She ain't done nothing.
A, she's boring. B, she's from Strictly Come Dancing. B, I've just read an interview with the ex-wife of her so-called boyfriend that isn't very interested in
Written
her.
by Alison Boshoff from the Daily Mail.
And the ex-wife's mother as well.
Oh, what's she
and
saying?
Also about saying that you're what is the right time to say you're pregnant when you're in Big Brother. the night before nominations. It's ridiculous.
Do you think that was a pre-planned strategy to get pregnant 3 months before she went in the Big Brother house and knew she was going to be up for nomination?
Now I hear it's almost 3 months.
Oh. Did she plan it in advance?
What, she made the whole thing up in advance?
No,
yeah.
she got pregnant on that day deliberately because she knew she was going into the Big Brother house 3 months later.
She got the doctor in, she had the IVF, everything.
That is a good that is a true gamer if that is the case. So then, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jeremy was sticking up for Winston, going, "Don't bully the fucker. We're all entitled to our opinions."
Fair point.
Actually, I don't think you are entitled to a homophobic opinion on Big Brother.
I think you are.
Why?
Because, like, it's Big Brother, so people are supposed to be, like, say what they think and be who they are.
But what about Ofcom?
Fuck Ofcom.
Ofcom.
Fuck Ofcom. That could be the new name for it. It's a good one. But that's the whole point of Big Brother, is that you have to be yourself, apparently.
I think you're thinking of Big Brother US, where you can say whatever the hell you like. On our Big Brother, we act in a civilised manner.
Yeah, we make people say things they don't mean and lie about who they actually are.
That's actually true. So then it was announced that Christina was safe, and then we had the vote rig section.
Oh, right now, you voted, right?
I voted to save Nancy DeLolio, which is a bit weird. But I was a bit annoyed that I voted, and then they say to us late that the housemates get to decide. Now, on the credits, when they do the vaudeville titles, it flashes up and it says, "Who goes? You decide." So I was under the illusion that I decided. But then I looked at the T's and C's on the app. Turns out Big Brother has the right to freeze the vote at any time. Big Brother's decision is final. Expect the unexpected and all this bullshit. So
in other words, they make it up.
So I was going to take Emma on Judge Rinder to try and get my 50p back, but I think they got it in lockdown.
But I thought you didn't like cases on Judge Rinder where it's for 50p or £1 or some nominal.
It's just the principle of it.
I mean, admittedly, you do get your appearance fee. What's that, £200-300?
Do you get that?
Of course.
Okay, that's good. So then, oh god. So then we had half an hour's reprise for the lip sync battle, or the miming battle, as we would call it over here.
What, you mean the TV show lip sync?
Yeah, that was on in between that and the vote. Oh no,
Right.
I didn't watch that. So then, the housemates have to choose who to evict out of Nancy DeLolio and Winston by holding that person to their chest.
Now, do you think the reason they did that task was because Winston had more votes to save?
No. Do you think so?
Yeah, it went through my mind.
No, it can't be.
Could be.
Oh my god. I thought I was really pissed off about that, but as everyone stood it, after failing to understand basic rules and having to have it explained to them a few times, they always fuck up that live thing, don't they, when they have to vote live?
Always.
It's like, give a full and frank reason. I think, okay, next. Isn't it? It's like that.
Yeah.
But then, I actually like seeing Winston standing there suffering. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And also Nancy DeLolio was like smiling the whole way through, which I also found quite amusing.
Well, you would be if you were being saved, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose so. Jonathan was like, "Your views aren't acceptable anymore." But last week it was fine.
What is that cut-off date? What year? I think it's about 1990 something.
Ask Jim Davison.
Oh yeah, you'll know.
Now, a lot of people have gay friends in that house. Do you have any gay friends, James?
Well, only when put under the cosh about gay rights or gay adoption.
Darren's brother is gay. Christina knows a lot of gay people, ballroom dancers mainly.
Of course.
Stephanie from Hollyoaks, her gay friends are trying for a baby.
Hollyoaks, it's got loads of gays in it.
How are they trying for a baby if they're gay? That don't make sense.
Careful.
No. So then, also Jonathan and David Guest, obviously both gay too. So then, it wasn't quite a sheep vote, which you thought was going to be a proper sheep vote, didn't you?
Well, but it can't be a sheep vote unless they've discussed it beforehand.
No.
Although we did notice someone copying Jonathan's vote, didn't we?
Yeah. And earlier that day they were all going, "Oh, when Winston gets evicted tonight," which I actually thought was quite funny. So when Jeremy was the only person who voted to evict Nancy. I was like, he is like a dead man now. But then he said, I'm voting on stuff that has happened inside the house, and you made me see maybe that is acceptable. Should you just vote on stuff solely inside the house?
Well, like, you see what people put on Twitter or